Welcome back to the Team 980. Of course, our exclusive Super Bowl coverage here, Super Bowl 53. And, Michael, I told you a lot about the privilege I've had to meet some of the best in the business in this game. This guy tops the list, Roger Staubach. I know Redskin fans, he's the one exception, and we've said this over the years, that we do honor Roger, even though he ended up with the Dallas Cowboys. And, Roger, privileged to have you back on the microphone. How are you?
Oh, great. It's you mentioned the Redskins. You know, playing the Redskins in the 70s was like a Super Bowl every time we played them.
Absolutely.
It was an important game anyway.
It still is. But the rivalry of Allen and Landry.
Oh, it really was. It was a big deal. And
did you guys feel it? I mean, I know the coaches did. But.
Yeah, we respected each other, but we didn't like each other.
That's still
Tyron Talbert used to give me a hard time. Everybody, they're all. But I go back, obviously, to Sonny Jurgensen and Billy Kilmer.
Absolutely, yeah.
And we had some great games. It was always between the two of us who's going to win the division.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I know our fans know Roger will pull a rabbit out of the hat. But your involvement the Super Bowl with USAA, you told me in the break that you got started with this. We know it now as insurance. All the commercials are famous. Yeah. Take us back to day one and how long this relationship has been with you and USAA.
Well, as far as just being a client of theirs, when I graduated from the Naval Academy, my mother, I was an only child. My mom and dad both worked, and my mother saved up their money to buy me a new car when I graduated. That was so I got a '65 Chevrolet Super Sport convertible with wire wheels.
Oh, that SS.
And that was my car, and I got USAA got my insurance with USAA, and from then on, everything in our family's life, our house, everything is USAA, and they asked me. To be involved in the Army-Navy game in the Super Bowl, as far as conveying the salute to service, which it's a fantastic part of what USA is doing to honor those that are really helping the military and their families. And the NFL has done a lot for our military. And this year, I think Garland, it just was announced with Atlanta, is the winner of the Salute to Service Award this year. And he does a lot for the military, and he's a real good football player for the Falcons.
I know that in our town, of course, in FedEx Stadium, the apparel and all the coaches wear it is some of the nicest things that we all own, the logos, and, of course, being in the military colors that everybody wears with the respective logos on it. And this thing has grown. It's an enormous brand imagery. And I think that I was born at Camp Lejeune. My father was Marine, and I know your service is military. And you shared with me many years ago that how you had stayed in shape, because a lot of people don't realize, and I've always said this, not just because you're here, that for a man to have been removed for 4 years in anything and to come back in it and be at the top of his class, to me, is short of incredible. And you mentioned that you stayed in shape, throwing, wherever you were.
Yeah. Even in Vietnam, they sent footballs over there. I was in Da Nang and Chu Lai. I was a logistics supply officer supporting the Marine Corps. And so we would, on our base there at Camp Tinshaw and other places, I threw a football when I could there. I mean, it was... And I figured if I could play at 23, I could play at 27. So mentally, I knew at 27 I still could play football again. And so as a rookie with the Cowboys, I was 27, and I was in great shape. As good a shape as maybe even better than I was at the Naval Academy. I think I was stronger, and so I was able to play 11 years with the Dallas Cowboys, which was very fortuitous.
But what's amazing, Roger, not only you had a great arm, obviously, but you didn't lose any of your ability to avoid people, elude people, the athleticism, being away from that data. That's the thing that's mind-boggling to me. And Redskin fans hated it because you got out of sacks and made humongous plays.
Yeah, the Redskins, at my last season, at the end of the year, that year we were behind 17-0 in Dallas, and then we went ahead 21-17. Then they went ahead 34-17 21, and we won 35-34. I'm sorry, Redskins fans. About
No, I
that,
know, man. Look.
No, but we lost some games. We just had a great rivalry with the Redskins, and that's it was healthy. That we did really respect each other. But
that's true.
But down deep, we didn't like each other.
Yeah.
I know they didn't like me. They said some nasty things about me at times. So.
Well, it was all in the heat of the battle,
Yeah.
Roger. Come on, man. How about this game? I mean, you watch Tom Brady. Different styles. This guy, traditional pocket guy, you could do that, but you also had the ability to move out of it. Are you amazed at the longevity and how he's been able to be proficient as long as he has?
Well, yeah, Rick. Like you mentioned, the pocket. What he can do is he just reads the defenses really quickly. He gets rid of the ball quick. That's why he doesn't have many sacks because he doesn't run. Or I mean, if he does, it's seldom. To buy some time because he just knows what's going on over on defense and that that's an art. I mean you got to have a strong arm, you got to have a lot of qualities, and but most quarterbacks, there's things that happen on defense you're not as sure of as you should be, but Brady just seems like he when he sees Edelman or Gronkowski, he gets rid of that ball really quick, and that's why he's such a fantastic football player, and he's as, I guess, the best at what I don't know if any quarterbacks.
Well, they
ever
say
been,
GOAT. I mean, you were referencing that. I mean, not too
any
many
better
people
than him. Yeah,
have been mentioned as that.
Yeah.
You say GOAT. I see you and think of you, and I think of Patrick Mahomes, this young man at Kansas City.
I watch him play too, and there were things. That I did run. I threw sidearms sometimes.
No question.
But he is amazing. He can. The guy is really good, and he can throw out of the pocket. He can throw in the pocket. He can throw sidearm, and he's got a lot of strength in that arm. And you got to have arm strength in the NFL. In college, you can get away with some things, but you still have to have arm strength, and then you've got to be able to read defenses too. And Mahomes, if he scrambles around, he can throw the ball. It seems like behind his back to somebody. He's really good.
Well, Roger, I know your time is in demand. For our Cowboy fans, especially my dear friend Cowboy Clay.
Your one Cowboy fan?
Well, I have several. But this guy in particular, Derek Davis, that Cowboy Don, all of them, they're salivating right now as they listen. Your take on the Cowboys?
Well, they're moving in the right direction, and even this past year, towards the end of the year, we were playing well. I like Dak Prescott. I think Dak is a leader. The players really like him, and he's going to get better and better. So at quarterback, we got Ezekiel in the running game, and so we got some good pieces on the team, and our defense is if everybody healthy there. So we're going in the right direction. So we need to add a few more players this year in the draft, but Dallas is going to be battling at the top for quite a while.
Roger, always a pleasure, man. USAA is honored to have you representing them, and brother, I can't wait till the Cowboys and Skins meet next year. Thank you, brother.
Thanks,
all right. That's Roger Staubach. I can say this without reservation, as Coach Thompson would say, simply one of the best. We'll be back with more from Super Bowl 53.